Hey there guys, I am Nate Naderson, and this is Let's Play World of Goo. And my guest is...
The Board, or John Kennedy. I was in Nate's stream back in November. Yeah, that's when it was.
We did an
I was there for a Untitled Story.
Yeah, that was a lot
Fun
of
times.
fun.
Fun times.
And you might be making an appearance in Stream Ganza, will you not?
Hopefully. If, works out.
So, let me start a new file here. This
Right.
is my normal file. The game, obviously. Took me 12 hours. This game is so short, but I'm so bad at it that I got a lot of practice. This is my sister's file. She's like on one of the first levels, and here's the new one. Let's. Whoa! I didn't mean to put it as let.
Let.
Over here.
Let nothing.
I'm so unprofessional. Yeah, I'll just put it as Nate Anderson. with this weird keyboard, I always press Enter instead of the apostrophe or whatever. So, let's start in Chapter 1 over here. The Goo-filled Hills.
Indeed.
Oh, and if you see these levels up here, I actually have to play a modified version, and these are just custom levels. In order to change the volume properties, I kind of have to add a little utility onto this, but it's no big deal. It's the same exact game, I'm not using any kind of cheats, so let's get started here with the first level, which is going up.
Awesome.
Easy as goo pie. But this is an independent game that's on the... it's on WiiWare and PC, and I'm playing the PC version, obviously. And basically, you just drag and drop goo in different formations. It usually ends up looking like triangles to build up to the pipe, and it sucks all the goo in.
Well, as most people know, the triangle is the most stable geometric formation in architecture.
And that's why it's used so much.
Indeed.
So you learn things when you play World of Goo.
Yes, it's educational.
And it has a great physics engine, too. I wish I could remember the name of it. There's actually a specific name for the physics engine that they use, but I don't really recall it. It's used in quite a few games. But it's good stuff, and it plays really well.
I believe it's the Open Dynamics engine.
Well, thank you, Walking Dictionary.
It's called Google. It is your friend.
Google. And yes, you're gonna hear a lot of goo-related puns.
Google.
Just because I'm corny like that, and I'll never pass up a joke. But you may notice these signs here.
The sign painter.
Yes. There's a mysterious man about, and he paints signs. For his name.
Yes.
Be the sign.
Is. Now, is that his last name or his first name?
He's, well, his full name is, what would his full name be?
I don't know, because he's got several.
But, we're already up to the pipe. Hopefully I have enough. Yeah, there we go.
Yes, bravo. You beat
this down
level
pretty
2.
quickly. But, it's a really fun, really quirky puzzle game.
It's an awesome game.
I
recommend everyone buy it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All of you.
And, what was I going to mention? Oh yeah, that's right, I hinted at this, game in, video number 300.
Indeed.
Nobody really noticed how the lettering was off, but, I think 2 people got it? I don't remember their names, sorry. But this is a special kind of goo, called albino goo.
Ah, yes. The goo that is albino.
Yeah, and they've been blinded by the light when the pipe broke through.
Blinded by the light. Sorry.
So expect a lot of horrible goo puns from me, and expect a lot of bad singing from John.
Yes, I will. Well, I'll try not to.
And as you can see, they're woken up when there's something to climb onto, and they'll try and jump. There you go. There you go, little albinos. And they have much more feet, as you can see, than the other ones. With the black goo that you saw before, they could only have, like, this many feet, but now they can branch off like this. They don't really mention that a whole lot, but it's definitely something to keep in mind, especially when you start mixing different kinds of goo later on.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
It's very annoying unless if you know that. But this is a little bit tricky here since we don't have a lot of room to build off of, and there's very thin platforms there.
I still have not got OCD on the, yeah.
Oh yeah, OCD, let's mention that while these goos are piling in here. OCD is a nice little feature on each level, where it'll either tell you a certain amount of time to beat the level in, a certain amount of balls to collect, as you can see here, or to complete it
or
in
a certain number of moves.
Yeah. We have enough here, but let's wait for the rest of them to get something. Clicked it at the last moment there, because you can't open the menu up after.
Yeah.
Which is kind of annoying when you have to reattempt levels a lot. I also played this for a few minutes in my Braid stream when I was waiting for that cloud.
Really? Must have missed that part.
Yeah, it was close to the end.
Okay. Probably had to go do
frickin' stuff. The ground shakes.
Homework, man.
Homework, it's work you do at home.
It's physics and
hey, this
chemistry.
Is physics. We're doing our physics
yeah,
homework. But
this
look,
is physics. I'm doing homework.
World of Goo Corporation is now open.
Let's go shopping.
World of Goo Corporation is unlocked.
Dun dun dun.
What a shady place it is. And there's even a nice little shortcut for us. Let's visit it.
Yes, let's visit.
Exciting innovation in Goo products!
What is this new innovation?
It's basically a sandbox level.
Yay! Sandbox.
And a great sandbox it is. You can look online and see a lot of competitive Goo building.
Yes, build as high as possible.
And you can even log your score online, as you can see. I'll connect. No, I won't bother. I probably won't play a lot of. Sorry, stumbling upon my words here. I won't really be playing around in this a lot during the LP since it's completely optional. But
yes.
You can compete to build the highest tower. And it appears the sign page has something to say.
He always has something to say.
Wait, it's the sleek new campus 2.0? Didn't they just open like 30 seconds ago?
Yeah, I know. They've been open for 30 seconds and they're already trying to improve it.
It's like Apple with their iPods. There's a new
yeah,
one every, like,
it's out for a day and they've already got a new version.
It's already obsolete. Alright, let's leave this place. Go back to the goo-filled hills here. The Goombas. Oh, this is one of the levels I actually had trouble on, believe it or not, early on. But as you can see, there's saw blades and the goos can get cut on that.
Oh, that one. That one's so fun. Sort of. Maybe.
One of the goo balls seemed to say he felt like an armadillo. That's the best thing.
Moo.
But look at this. When we play around with the goo, sometimes a time bug will sprout out. And clicking on one will pop it and you can go back a couple turns. Or I think it's one turn per
It's one turn per bug.
And I think you only get a limit of them in each level. But
I think every time you, like every time you do a certain move or something, you get another time bug.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how you get one. Oh, no. But they just kind of come up randomly, really. And,
yeah.
What is this, more time shenanigans? This is not Braid. Oh, oh no, I knew that one was gonna get popped there. Okay, well, might as well just show this. Whoa, flashy! Oh, and, John.
Yes.
The rule is, whenever I say something stupid, you have to say your certain catchphrase.
Oi.
Yes, oi. For you are Captain Oybeard.
I am, indeed.
And you have sailed the 7 oys on your quest to find Oi. Oi.
The magical treasure of Oi Island.
Oi, live the legend.
Oi, live the legend.
hopefully we can get through this without much more trouble.
Come on. Come on.
Maybe I'll build down here just to kind of support it a little bit better. Oh, whoa, that was a mistake. There we go. Not afraid to use any time bugs here. I won't run out. Oh, seriously? Wow, okay, that's kind of annoying. Because it's jiggling about and I'm trying to make a straight line here.
And it doesn't want to make a straight line.
You know what, I think I can go without supporting it for now.
Yeah.
Then again, that's what my mom said about me about child support. Look how I turned out now.
You know, if you build fast enough, you can actually get up there.
A horrible way to execute a joke. I was just like stumbling on it. I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't recorded for what, 2-3 weeks now. I'm really kind of getting it. A little bit.
You're a little rusty.
There we go. I think we got as enough as we need. Remember I was so relieved to get to the pipe in this level originally, and then I was like, what? I'm 1 goo short?
No.
Oh man, that's a lot of goo.
Bravo. Bravo.
Alright. Oh yeah, and another thing about these levels up here, which may be bothering some people, I'm sure, but I might do some extra segments later on where I just kind of goof around in these levels. They're pretty fun. Going Up 3D is just a remake of Going Up, and it's in 3D. But I'll show you all that later. We're playing the main game.
Cool. Here. Not even I've seen those.
It's only in the PC version, though. And so, kind of splits over here. We have Flying Machine and Ivy Towers. We'll go with
Ivy Towers is
first.
awesome.
Yeah, Ivy Towers is first. So, I got things mixed up once again. I'm gonna do Flying Machine first, and then Ivy Towers because that's a very fun level.
Because Ivy Towers rocks. And it can be beaten in 2 moves.
But this level also introduces a very important item, and that would be balloons. They can be used to make stuff float.
Very important.
This level is tough, by the way. You have to complete it in, like, what, 8 seconds or something? And I can get it in 7.
I don't know.
Or, here, I'll just check. I think it's like 8 or 9 seconds. 16 seconds, okay, whatever, but,
oh, jeez.
It's like, you have to grab, like, all the balloons and put it on there in time. There you go. And you can't pick up and move those, black ones, those ones without faces. There's a couple other ones you can't really do anything with. Those are later on, and most of them are only in a couple of levels.
Let me see.
We'll get to those in time.
Yeah.
Alright. Next there's Fisty
future
Fog,
levels.
Which is a really cool level, but we'll go on to Ivy Towers here, the bottom of the split.
Yes!
Brace yourself!
The awesome one.
Yes, because you have, these green ivy goos, as most people call them. Wow, the sign painter's really fascinated.
Yes, because they can come apart.
Yes, you can actually detach them from one another. Oh, so they do utter noise. There was something we were mentioning earlier where we thought they didn't make any noise, but they're cheering like the other ones. Guess I was wrong.
Yay!
Hooray! And, I'm gonna get some of the OCDs, by the way, in this. Not all of them, obviously, because most of them are pretty tricky. But I might show off some cool tricks that I've used to get some of them before. Oh, there's another sign here. If a goo ball falls into a well 10 meters deep, and climbs up 3 meters each day, but slides down 2 meters at night, will he still look fabulous in the morning? Maybe if he were to brace... Maybe if he were to brace against the walls as hard as he could and believe in the power of friction, he could leave the ground behind. Your friend, the sign painter. Oh, I never even
Wise man.
Look, somebody's carved something into that tree. Whatever it is, I guess it's a tree.
That's, I
it's a
guess.
Weird thing. It's covered in goo. I don't even...
I don't know.
And some people that pay a lot of attention to detail may notice some of the goos are bigger than others. And that's not really a problem, but in some levels, because the size is kind of randomized, in some levels you can, it actually kind of breaks itself a couple times if you have too big of goo or too small.
Really?
It's rare that it happens. It's rare that it happens because the sizes are in very small increments from each other. But sometimes, like I think maybe just 1 or 2 levels are actually made impossible if you have like way too many big ones, because sometimes they have a hard time fitting in some areas.
That is true.
But hopefully that won't happen. I really doubt it will. But
It probably won't happen too often if it ever does.
I really doubt it. It happened to me like a single time throughout my first playthrough. So.
Yeah, it's rare at best.
But we're just kind of climbing up here. The goo kind of becomes like, kind of forms together and almost becomes like a creature of its own.
Indeed. The ivy goo is awesome.
Oh yeah,
It's
great
my favorite
stuff.
goo.
Oh yeah, same here.
The best goo.
Alright, so now we actually have to remove some of the goo, do stuff like this, and get the goo into the pipe individually. You only have to get 2, but I'm going to see how many I can get before it falls. But as you can see, you can kind of pull them from the sides and keep the one that's up here. But you can understand what I'm doing, hopefully. But now it's just kind of falling. There you go. So maybe I'll come back here later and get a few more, because this one's a little bit annoying to get a lot on.
I think I was able to get 10 my first playthrough, but I can't remember.
Yeah, it's kind of time consuming. This level in general is a bit laggy.
Yeah.
Not
But it's
laggy
fun.
as in the game itself, but, you know, it takes a little while.
Mm-hmm. Slow.
Alright, next we have Tumbler. That one's a little bit annoying, so let's go to the top here and go to Fisty's Bog. A really great level.
Giant frog.
And actually a lot of the promotional art for this game had Fisty. Good stuff.
Good stuff, indeed.
Whoa, I didn't mean to take one of the balloons there. I meant to read the sign, but you can detach the
Whoopsie.
Yeah,
balloons.
it's not like other goo.
Fisty swore he could never be like those tadpoles that grow up and shoot colored gems out of their mouths. But he wondered what it might be like, the sign painter. This one's actually kind of tricky, but I really like it.
It's a fun one.
He's a
Indeed.
giant frog.
A giant frog shooting goo out of his mouth.
Coming very, very close to your game.
You can do this. You can do this.
You can also kind of alternate the balloons, like bring one in the back up to the front or something, once you start to run out of those. You have to, as the title, or the subtitle for this suggests, you have to go not too high, not too low.
Yep, because you'll die either way.
Well, the goo will, not you.
Well, you are the goo.
You are the car!
Become one with the goo.
The goo car.
Yes.
There we go. Barely
What
made
is
it there.
goo?
Goo is, you're the physics guy. You tell me.
It's goo.
It's goolicious. Oh, look at my tongue! It's so long! It's made of goo!
Bleh.
Alright. Really thrown through these levels here.
You won't be going this fast in the later levels. Guaranteed.
Oh, no. Okay, here's Tower of Goo, which is kind of annoying.
Pain.
So let's go with
Pain,
Tumbler.
pain.
Kind of alternating through the path here.
That's what I did the first time.
Oh man, I love this music. This is also the music in the Tower of Goo level as well, but I love how fast-paced it is. It's just so,
It's awesome.
No wonder they use this in the trailer. See, I'm still not entirely clear on how to beat this one, actually. You just kind of have to keep building
weird.
up.
As fast as possible.
Yep. I just kind of keep going as it kind of circles around until I build just a massive thing and it kind of sticks to all the sides. Ooh, I should probably
Yes, a massive blob of goo that
'cause
somehow
you only
reaches
need
the
8
top.
and you get a whole ton. And then you just kind of stem it off to the top. You have to be tricky. You have to be swift.
You have to be tricky.
I have to be tricky. No, this level is already tricky.
What is the OCD requirement for this?
I really hope it's not a speed one. Let's see here.
You have to beat it in 10
35
seconds.
or more balls. You only get that many, really. You don't get a whole lot. Using a certain kind of cheating method, I'm sure you could get this one really easily. There's like this way you can beat Ivy Towers in about 2 seconds. And basically, I might show this later on just to show how you can get some of the OCDs with some cool tricks. Not that I recommend you doing that on your first try, just kind of like, maybe like, just showing that off just to see like, oh, okay, here's how you can exploit this. Not as like a solution that I'll be using in the Let's Play itself, but you can kind of throw the goo around and you can kind of
Like
use
that-
that to your advantage.
Like that guy who beat Ivy Towers in 2 moves.
Yep. He basically just made a tiny little piece of goo and kept throwing it up repeatedly until it hit the pipe.
It was awesome.
So hopefully I should get it this time. So here, 5, 6, 7, 8. Barely passed it there. I might try it again with more.
Bravo, sir, bravo.
Look at that huge
That took
monster.
me forever.
That's just a huge monster of goo.
That one took me forever. That was the only one that really gave me trouble.
Really?
That one. Yes.
Let's watch it spin around a little bit. It's just a big jiggly thing. Boom.
Jeez. Oi. Oi. That deserves an oi.
But as you can see, with all the extra goo that you collect, that adds to the World of Goo Corporation. You can play around with it as you wish. I want to put off Tower of Goo as much as possible. By the way, this was actually, this is kind of a throwback to the original version of World of Goo, which was called Tower of Goo, and it was just like a little mini-game made for like a college course, I believe. Something like that. It was in 2006 or something. And,
It's a fun
yeah.
game.
It was basically just the World of Goo Corporation level, and, yeah.
Build a
you can just
tower
kinda
as high
goof
as you
around.
can.
Yeah, you can just kind of goof around on that as much as you want. But I really like this level. The goo balls on this side didn't seem to like the goo balls over on that side. I don't know, they look the same to me. Totally delicious. The sign painter. Yeah.
Nom nom.
Whenever I see goo, I just lick my lips. I'm just like...
Makes me hungry.
Well, it makes me thirsty, because, Goo Corporation is making a soda. Pretty much.
I thought they were making it into oil or something.
There's a lot of different ways you can sort of take it as, but the main, use it's for is soda, basically.
Oh, okay.
So, obviously, you would love it.
Yeah. I'm drinking soda right now.
How'd I guess?
I'm always drinking soda.
You know, the only reason I invited him to the stream was because he could drink soda, obviously.
Yeah. I didn't, you know... I didn't need to be there. He just wanted the sodas.
Alright, I like how you kind of just, you kind of build them downward and then you can just kind of bring them back up.
Yep, it's fun.
I'm just kind of tossing them around now. They don't always latch on though, so if they miss, just put it back on. There we go.
Right.
Oh, whoops. Okay, stop getting in my way. Sometimes when you have a whole lot of goo that you're using, it can get annoying. You accidentally grab the wrong one.
That pisses me off in some of the later levels where you've got to be fast with the goo and you keep grabbing the wrong one and...
Ah! Whoa. Whoa, I didn't even mean to throw it there, but I kind of threw it against the platform.
Oopsie.
Okay, jump on, jump on. Please, I don't want to have to
Jump.
fall off to
Come on.
the side.
If you throw a goo over there, it'll wake him up.
You just put them down like this? Nope.
Really? I thought putting like just a goo ball over there would wake up Sleeping goo.
No, it needs actual stuff to climb on. Alright, so
Darn.
let's start building over the top here. Alright, would you move, really? I can't wait until I get a certain item.
Yes, that certain item is very helpful. And then at other times it can make it hell.
There we go. Oh, accidentally build them sometimes. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hey, buddy, stop toppling over.
Don't get more than you.
You really have to balance a lot in this one.
It is a pain indeed.
But I don't really think you can break the chain, like, at all in this level.
No, I don't think it's possible.
Occasionally, the chains of goo in some levels will break. Like, if you put too much pressure on them. But doesn't...
Or like if it ends up like a single strand of goo supporting 80,000 goo balls or whatever.
Yeah, it almost never happens.
Nah.
Sometimes you can sort of get it to happen in some levels, like if you throw it really, really, really hard. Okay,
Never done that before.
Since I have the ivy goo in this level, let's see if I can get it. For completion's sake. But yeah, I'm not promising to get all the OCDs.
No.
Believe me, that is...
Some of these are a pain. And
I got OCD
darn near
on this
impossible.
level, though. I got OCD just now on this level. What do you know?
Bravo.
So I'll show you what happens when you get it, apparently.
You get a little flag over the level or something, right?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. But as you can see, I got just enough goo balls to get OCD. And you can kind of tell what the name is a takeoff of.
Well, it's called obsessive compulsive distinction.
Yeah, like something about
Instead of...
completing it. I don't really remember what it's called, like you can probably see if you just go back to the video.
Obsessive compulsive
so
distinction.
There's chain, but I have to complete Tower of Goo first, so let's get started on this one. I love the music in this level, but I kind of hate the level itself.
Fun.
Because you're forced to build really, really high up.
No kidding.
Let's read the sign.
This one's a pain.
Go as fast as you can. They're stronger than you think. They will have to work together to climb very high. A real Tower of Goo.
This one annoys
They
me.
had done something like this a long, long time ago. But things were
Wonder
more
what that's a reference to.
back then. Peace, the sign painter. The sign painter loves everybody.
Yes, he loves everybody. Except for the people he doesn't.
People who don't like signs.
Yeah. Stupid sign-hating people.
Sign Nazis.
Yes, they want to eliminate them.
Let's see here. I don't want to have to just build like a straight line goo there. Okay, that'll have to do for now.
Build a wide base. That's my recommendation.
Kind of what you have to do, but you get tons and tons of goo for this level.
So, no worries.
As you collect more goo, the World of Goo Corporation just gets tons as well. It's almost like this.
Yeah, that's what it ends up looking like.
Yeah, more or less, except even more so.
I know, because it's every goo from every level, or extra goo.
Yep.
From every level that you've played.
And they all become one type. And it's like the only, it's like, think of, like, you saw more or less, but to explain it better, it's almost like black ivy goo, almost. They look like black goo, but they act like ivy goo, so you can actually...
Yeah, you can pull them apart and stuff.
It's great. It's like a little, science experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm doing pretty good here. I only have 6 meters to go. Alright. Come on, goo. Do your best.
You can do it.
Your building shenanigans.
Yes.
Alright. And I also have time bugs on my side, so better use those when I can.
So if it
Oh
starts
boy, I'm getting really
falling
narrow.
over.
Getting narrow. Yeah, I know. That happens quite a bit, especially when you have to build high.
It is very annoying.
Let's see here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't start toppling now. Just trying to get some support over here.
Fight it. Fight gravity.
Fight the troll. Take his bridge.
Fight gravity. Don't give in. Break the laws of physics.
Come on, Newton.
You can do it.
You make great fig bars.
Indeed. Fig Newtons are awesome.
What are we even talking about?
I don't know.
John, everybody.
Yes.
Oh wow, we're getting a lot of goo over here. If the goal is to collect a certain amount of goo, I may break OCD again. And this is
I can't
actually the
remember
first time I've
OCD
beaten
is.
this level, because on my first run through, I never beat this level.
It is indeed a pain.
Look at all that goo, oh my god. Oh man, just fills the entire tube.
I wonder what the OCD requirement for that is.
I'll go ahead and check later. Alright. It might be 50. You know, knowing my
It's-
luck, I
yeah.
get like the number that's one off of what I got. Ode to the Bridge Builder.
Ah, this one.
This is just basically a harder version of that level from before.
Yes, because you've got to build a lot further without it falling over.
Silhouette Sign Painter, what do you have to say over this beautiful sunset? As the sun set over the last of the hills, one of the goo balls seemed to say that life sure seemed like a giant physics simulation. But as he fell into the spiky death pit below, he knew it probably didn't matter. Love the sign painter. If we go down here, you'll notice something in the background. It says, "Hello, this is Mom. Are you there? Are you coming home?"
Creepy.
Not creepy, just cryptic.
Creepy. Because that sign is watching you. It's got eyes.
Looks kind of like a big cassette tape or a radio.
That's what I actually thought it was the first time I played. Giant tape.
Man, remember cassette tapes?
That was way back in the 90s.
In the 90s.
In the 90s.
The tidy 90s.
The boring years.
So, as we're building this bridge here,
Yes.
let's talk about a certain something that's coming up in the summer.
I wonder what that could be.
It's Oiganza.
Oiganza. Indeed.
Dreamganza.
Oh, right.
Big,
Duh.
big event of a thing. It's gonna be great.
Yes, it will be awesome. 72 hours of
Man.
his annoying voice.
But 70... It's a total, though. It's not all at once. It's over a couple of weeks. But we're still doing the planning for that.
You wouldn't survive 72 hours straight.
Oh no. But that was actually the original plan, believe it or not, but we were going to be switching off constantly.
And that was shot
Oh no,
down.
I killed them because I let it go down way too far there. Okay, so...
They don't like the spike pit. Don't make them fall in the spike pit.
This one's tricky. I just kind of like to let it flop around and then I hook it onto something. Namely the wall. Oh,
Hopefully.
what? That was not a spike pit. That was a bottomless pit to nothing. Goo can survive that, really. Don't be such pansies.
It's not like you're gonna die. You're just gonna fall for all eternity.
Nobody even cares anyway. Gonna be pranked. After this, we pretty much just keep screwing up the level over and over again, so I'll just cut to the end of it. I might put up the uncut footage sometime later, but for now, here's us getting to the end. Finally. Okay, so we are now at the end of the pipe, and I think we have enough. So,
Yay!
Enough
Maybe.
failure. Really.
Come on. Enough goose. Enough goose. Come on.
Alright. Not nearly enough to get OCD. Oh my god.
How many do you need for OCD?
35 or something.
Jeez. 35 goo balls.
Alright.
It's darn near impossible.
Next. Wow, we have a lot of goo over at the corporation now.
Yeah.
Here's the last level of Chapter 1, which is the regurgitation pumping station.
Oh, this one's fun. I like this one.
I love this one.
This one's awesome.
Succulent goo.
Goo.
Let's read this. The last of the goo balls didn't seem to know that they were extremely delicious, or about the nature of the smelly pit in which they found themselves. they said something about this being the last level of the first chapter. Whatever that means. Sign painter.
Eh, who knows?
But it appears we have to build up to here. And these gears here will kind of nudge you off the, or nudge the goo off of the formation that you've made. So you gotta be careful to build around that. What I like to do with this level is kind of, since you're in liquid, it's a little bit hard to start building. But you kind of gotta latch yourself onto the edges, sort of.
Once you get up there, it gets a little easier.
The liquid just kind of throws you around sometimes.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
Oh, it's so annoying. So I kind of build on the side, like either pick one side, just keep sticking to it, and then like when it gets switched over, then I go to that one.
Sound strategy?
Well, hopefully it works. It's been a while since I did this level.
Good luck.
Okay, let's see here. Alright. There we go. Much better.
Excellent.
Succulent.
Goo balls.
I wonder if it would be like a chunky drink. Because you have to grind up living creatures for it.
They're made of goo, though.
I don't
So
know,
you
like...
Maybe if you
seems like-
puree them.
Yeah, maybe.
Will it blend?
You might be onto something. It will be a tight fit. You might have to leave some behind. But that's probably okay. We're all in it together.
I
Sign
left
painter
them
was here
behind.
too. Yeah. It's okay, Goo. You get to die and be drunk by somebody. Drunk, I don't know. You have to kind of build up this tower a little bit. Oh yeah, and it also helps to kind of detach some of these goos to lessen up the weight. You can also keep more of the goo later, because it kind of gets shoved off as it goes up. Bit of a lengthy level for me originally, because I had no clue how to solve it at the end.
Yeah, I know.
I love the solution. Don't mention it yet.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I love the ending.
That confused me for the longest time. I even restarted the level, thinking I'd missed something.
It's annoying.
And then I
There we go.
slapped myself when I realized what the answer was.
You really have to be very, you have to use your surroundings, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Be very resourceful.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
The solution might come in a form that you didn't realize it would.
Very creative game. Oh, wait a
Indeed.
second. What? It never even got sucked up, and now I'm at the end of the pipe. So, I must be doing something wrong here. Oh, there we go. Now it's being sucked up, and as you can see, a lot of them getting nudged off at the end. But, this long strand of whole ton of goos. But look, you actually grab this monster's eyeballs out here, and they act as balloons. They say this is the highest point on the entire island. As the sun rises, you can almost see forever. But I wonder what you might see if you floated a little higher. We'll meet again, Sign Painter. Isn't that neat?
Little hint there.
Very neat little thing.
Go higher.
Higher and higher. Now we could remove some of the goos off the end here and it would just float up, but I like to just make this huge formation of goos just go off.
I actually had to remove a few goos because it was too heavy.
Okay, well we left one eyeball behind. Let's attach it on the end here. Okay, you know what? You're weighing it down. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
There we
Go
go.
away. We don't need you.
So here's the ending of Chapter 1. From very high up, and with some totally huge new eyes, the goo balls can see very far. In every direction, they can see unexplored new islands, each crawling with undiscovered new species of goo. The gameplay possibilities will be certainly endless.
Yay!
The goo balls hoped a brave adventurer would explore their new discoveries. As they drifted higher and higher, they knew they would never be back. End of Chapter 1. Alright. So, this ends it for the first segment. But join me next time, and we will go to Chapter 2, Little Miss World of Goo.
Excellent.
So we will see you next time. This is Nate Naderson,
And this is John Kennedy.
signing out. So have a good day.
Yes, have a good day.
Worst pun ever.
Fail.